Good morning, grade 4. Hope you guys had a blessed day and may all duas be accepted, inshallah. Well, students, today we are going to start our lecture number 8, and the topic name is Economic Choices. Well, students, this is going to be your fourth lecture on the topic economic choices. Previously, I have delivered 3 lectures on this topic. Well, students, before we discuss our today's lecture, let's talk about the recap of all previous lectures. Guys, in our lecture number 5, we have discussed about economic choices, about goods and services, about opportunity cost. Well, in our lecture number 6, we have talked in detail about import and export. And in lecture number 7, I have told you the importance of taxes and the types of taxes. Well, students, in our today's lecture, we are going to talk about loans and importance of loans and types of loans. So fasten your seatbelts because we are going to talk about on such an important topic. Well, grade 4, before we start our lecture number 8, I think it's very important to devise lecture number 7 for a better understanding. So today we are going to discuss a bit more about, importance of taxes and types of taxes. So here we go. Well, grade 4, let's take a quick recap about what is tax and the types of taxes. Well, students, in our previous lecture number 7, I have told you that tax is the greatest source of providing public goods and services. Students, tax is the money which government deducts from the income of the people and business organizations. And guys, the government in form of taxes collects different money through different ways. These are called, taxes. And there are 2 types of taxes, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Well, students, direct tax is a tax which is applied on the income and the properties of the people. For example, income tax and property tax. Well, if you talk about indirect taxes, indirect taxes included, sale tax and goods and services tax. This is called GST, gross sale tax. Well, students, these taxes are paid by consumer, and these consumer are me and you, right? We are paying these taxes whenever we buy anything, for example, any snack, any chocolate, even though a pencil. You pay tax on each and everything, and government use these taxes for providing us different goods and services, right? So in previous lecture we guys have talked about taxes and the types of taxes in detail. So today in our today's lecture I have just I gave you just a kind of review of previous lecture. So let's move towards our today's lecture. So grade 4, firstly we are going to talk about loans. You can say that the government provides goods and services to its people, but they do not have their own wealth. Right, guys? So, to provide these facilities, guys, government collect taxes. In our previous lecture, I have told you that why government collect taxes and where, government utilizes them. Well, students, if taxes are not enough to complete the demands of the people, government gets loans from within the country or outside of the country. So guys, you can say that the amount lent by the lender to borrow for a specific purpose or for a particular time of period, this is called loans. Guys, the purpose may be like construction, building, capital requirements such as, construction can also be the purpose for getting loan. But the country, whenever the country gets loan from other countries, definitely it has to fill some, demands of the people. So guys, next, in this slide, we are going to talk about, the term loan. Well, guys, loan is the simplest term can be explained as a thing that is borrowed, especially as a sum of money that is expected to be paid back with interest. Well, guys, what is interest? Interest is a specific amount which we give on loan. Whenever you buy something from someone for a specific time of the period, so why do they give you? Definitely, you have to give them back something. For example, if you borrow 20 rupees from your friend, when you will return to your friend after 6 months, this will not be a 20 rupees amount. This must be a 25 rupees. You have to pay some extra amount on that specific money which you have borrowed. So that specific extra amount on a fixed rate is called interest. Friends, let's talk about the importance of loans. Well, it's very important to discuss about some developing and developed countries. Well, students, developing countries are those countries whose economy is not very much strong and whose income is very low, and they do not have lots of industries. Well, Pakistan is in the category of developing countries. Well, students, if you talk about developed countries such as USA, Canada, Germany, these countries are called developed countries because, guys, their economy is really very strong. Their nation is paying high level of taxes, and guys, second most important thing, they have a lots of industries. So, guys, there are two type of countries: developed countries and developing countries. As I told you that developing countries needs loans, to fulfill the demands of its people. Well, guys. The government collects money through taxes, but if the taxes are money which they collect from the taxes are not enough, they get loans. Well, students, as I told you that the developed countries give loans to small countries, you can say developing countries. Students, International Bank and Asian Bank also provide loans to all the countries which are in process of development. Students, all the loans which government gets to fulfill the demands are called public loans. Well, let's talk about the importance of the loans. Students, loans are provided to people for such, which are in, critical circumstances, which are in difficult position. Same like that, the, developed countries also provide loans to the countries which are in the process of development and, which countries are not, very much strong and whose economy is not strong and whose industries are not very much strong. Loans are very important in our life, and you can say that everyone needs money at every stage of their life. Sometimes it is so happens that they have a keen desire to purchase their favorite stuff, but they are incapable to purchase due to the shortage of money. Students, loans are provided to people or country for such a crucial circumstances which may can happen or occur at any time. Guys, in anyone's life, situation may come when they all sudden need money and at a moment when they don't want to borrow money from their relatives. So, guys, they get money from, on specific condition and on specific terms. Guys, that specific term and condition money is called a loan. There are different types of the loans. Guys, in our next slide, we are going to discuss the types of loans. If you talk about the types of loans, it is very important to know that how many types of loans are available in our country. Well, there may any situation occur when you need a huge amount of money. So, guys, the various types of loans are available in our country, such as home loan, personal loan, student loan, business loans, and you can also say that these loans are available on a very low interest rate. Guys, home loan are available for a general home purpose like buying luxurious home and going for a holiday trip. Educational purpose, there are also loan available for a education purpose. Guys, personal loans are available for a personal requirement like wedding ceremony, purchasing a home. And guys, if you talk about specifically student loan, this is a very something interesting for you as well. Well, guys, student loan is itself suggests that it is provided and you can say that available basically for a student for a higher education. Guys, students who want to buy who want to study more but they cannot afford, so they can get loan from a country. They can apply for a loan, guys, to continue their higher studies, to study in abroad. You can also get loan from your country. Guys, to start a new business, definitely you need a huge amount of money. So, guys, a person is willingly to set up a business may not have that much big amount money, that much big cash to meet its requirements. So, guys, for this purpose, business loans are available. You can get business loan to start a business, to establish your business in a market at a very low interest rate. As I told you that whenever you apply a loan, definitely you have to give some specific extra amount on that required amount. Well, friends, whenever maybe a kind of loan, all you have to fulfill some little demands of the person or a country who is giving you the loan. Well, students, loans are very important, as I told you, that to fulfill the demands of the country. So, loans are also important not only for a country, loans are important for a specific person as well. Because you know that you are not enough rich to get, lots of luxuries in your life by your own self. So, you will get the money on the spot, the government will give you the money, so you can return the money after, some years, maybe during, the specific period which government is giving you. But in return, what you have to give to the government, you have to give some interest rate. So, students, if we talk about some public loans, guys, all those loans which a state takes to discover national resources for, and you can also say for defense purpose, and guys, for trading purpose. So, these loans which government get from other countries for fulfilling the demands of its public, these are called the public loans. And guys, these loans are directly for the favor of the public. Public is me and you, right? So our government Pakistan is also getting, loans from other countries to fulfill the demands of, our people, to fulfill the demands of my demands and your demands as well. Which means, as I told you, that all those loans which a state takes out to discover natural resources or for a defense needs or for a trading purpose, these are called public loans. Guys, normally a government takes loans to meet, the budget defect as well as to handle some emergencies like war, earthquake, floods, etc. Nowadays, we are suffering, through Corona. So, guys, we are also getting some funds from the, foreign countries to handle this disaster. Guys, to complete the development projects and to complete some social welfare projects and to meet the demands of the nation, the government gets, the loans from other countries. Nowadays, the World Bank is also giving loan nowadays to Pakistan on a very low interest rate to handle this corona, disaster. So, guys, public loans are always in the favor of the public. So, guys, at the end of the lecture, I would like to say that please stay home and save the lives of your dear ones and take care of yourselves. Don't go outside because the crucial situation is getting out of the hands. So we have to take some serious precautions. Stay home and take care of yourself.